Wall Street Journal has published an article that depicts raw politics put in practice by French President Macron. The article says,
shortly after a military coup in the West African country of Mali, senior U.S. officials traveled to Paris for a discreet meeting with French counterparts, who presented them with a list of names. In an ornate office in the Élysée Palace, President Emmanuel Macron's top Africa diplomats proposed 4 prominent Malian politicians as potential successors to the country's ousted pro-French leader, a person familiar with the meeting said. The Malian military had toppled President Ibrahim Boubacar Keïta in August 2020 following months of protests against him and his links to the country's former colonial power. The French officials suggested they could still engineer a new civilian government, the person said, and wanted American backing for their prime contenders during talks with the coup plotters. The U.S. officials declined to offer support, the person said, and none of the French-picked candidates ended up leading a new government in Mali, a vast desert nation that is now the epicenter of the world's most active Islamist insurgency and the biggest foreign policy crisis of Macron's 6-year presidency. Spokespeople for the U.S. National Security Council and the Élysée declined to comment on the previously unreported September 2020 meeting. Interviews with more than a dozen current and former French, African, and international officials and experts suggest that the episode was emblematic of the increasingly turbulent and often disjointed relationship between France and its 20 former African colonies and how Macron's administration has fumbled those ties.